Trump was also a Democrat from 2001, 2009. He was a registered Democrat. He was friends with Clinton. They're friends. They're both tied to Epstein.
Right.
All these people across party lines are tied to Epstein. Hey, just tell us who the pedophiles are.
But we'll never know, right?
No.
And even the next administration would never release it, never.
What feels right? He goes, let's go lock up Obama and throw memes up and throwing Obama. That'll distract. Let's attack Rosie O'Donnell. How about we go after Jimmy Kimmel and the late night host?
Yeah.
Let's do how about we release the MLK files?
Yeah.
Everything
that's a big one,
everything except...
You think aliens might be coming then soon, too?
Probably aliens.
Yeah, that's good. I'm happy about that one.
It's going to be entertaining. Like, no matter what, he is in touch with something. He is a reflection of the American shadow. Trump was also a Democrat.
Like, my daughter got in trouble in school the other day because she was going around the lunchroom telling people that their food wasn't healthy, and she was scanning it on the Yuka app. And we got in trouble. The teacher sent us an email saying, hey, the Yuka, you can't have her. She's shaming people with their food. She was telling people that's getting a 30 on the Yuka app and, shaming their mothers and fathers. And I said, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Do you want me to reprimand her? Because some of these kids, I'm looking at some of these kids walking in there, fat fucks.
Yeah.
They're fat little fucks.
And then you said, what about this teacher who's got a different gender than what she was born with?
Yeah, because maybe my daughter did that. Maybe my daughter went to fucking go scan their cock and balls on the Yuka app, and it said it didn't recognize.
Cannot compute.
And maybe my daughter's just curious. You ever think of that?
Yeah.
I mean, one of her teachers is so curious she cut her fucking dick off. So
at 14.
So can't my daughter be curious too? Is that okay?
It's okay. Yeah, it's just
Is that okay?
It's got to be okay.
Can't my daughter she's trying to do a good thing here.
Yeah.
I mean, we told her, hey, you can't scan kids' food on the Yuka app.
Yeah.
But she's trying to do a good thing.
Yeah.
And we'll listen to the rules because we just moved into the town, but don't fucking push me again.
Yeah.
Because I'm real close to taking my kids right back to Catholic school and selling my house.
Some things just aren't for some people. You can't force people to love things they don't like.
That's all it is.
Aren't into gay stuff. They're just
what it
not
is,
into
and that's okay.
That's fine. And then the gay people, look, you guys aren't into death metal.
Right.
And that's fine too.
Right.
You got to stop yelling at each other and just accept this is America. People are free to be what they want. But they're also, you got to be free to not hang out. We can't force, you're not supposed to force everyone to hang out.
Yeah, let people be people, babe, okay? It's like, now again, going back to that apathy, it's like if you don't agree with me, you'll die for it. It's like, you got to stop that.
You got to stop that.
You got to just stop that,
You got to stop that. You got to calm down. You got to chill. You got to get back to your social service.
Oh, who was the one who was the head of the SS with the glasses?
Oh, who was that guy? Oh, that guy was a Frank.
That was Himmler.
Yeah, that kid looked Franks.
That kid was Franks and Beads because you looked a little bit like Himmler. Nazi high command. Yeah, and then Jesse spelled it COMAND.
Here's the funny thing, too, is I look like Himmler, right? Because I'm like genetically deficient in the face. My eyes are too close together. It looks like gravity's pulling me in. And you look like the guy they were fighting on behalf of. But nobody in that brat pack.
No.
But let's be honest. They were a brat pack. They had a lot of complaints.
Yeah, they really did.
Like the rat pack.
Yeah.
Were like, oh my God, the Jews are everywhere. People. They had so much complaints. And the irony is they were acting like Jews. They were blaming other people. Oh,
acting like Jews. Yeah. And by the way, in German, it's called the Oberkommando der Luftwaffe.
And here's the funny thing is none of them looked like they all looked Franks.
They all looked Franks and Beans, and we're going to talk.
The only thing that made them look cute was the fucking unis.
The unis was cute. That's what we
lets
said.
You know, fashion is powerful.
Fashion's power. All right. So here we got the list today.
We got some strong candidates.
All right. So we got, I'm going to read
unlike a presidential election.
Yeah. So we got Fumari Stoudemire's bedsheet hole. Then we got whenever Schultz receives a call from Akash, the caller ID says scam likely. Working harder than Donnie T's compression socks. Elliot Page's enlarged clitoris. Unexplained boner. Gluey CK says don't look away from the spray. Cowboy with old German views. Call me a Kanye Western.
Yeah.
So
okay, goodies.
So what are we thinking?
Okay, let's start again. First one.
Fumari Stoudemire's bedsheet haul.
Amazing, but we're going to Drexler it any other day.
All right.
Unfortunately.
What can you do?
What can you do?
Whenever Schultz receives a call from Akash, the caller ID says scam like
that's sticking around. We may have a LeBron James on our hands.
All right, because that is the very first one we read out, and I don't know that that's ever won.
This kid might become one of the greats.
Working harder than Donnie T's compression socks.
We're going to chicken finger that one.
Okay. Elliot Page's enlarged clitoris.
We're going to keep that one around.
Okay. Unexplained boner.
We're going to chicken finger it.
Yes. Okay. Gluey CK says, don't look away from the spray.
We're going to keep that one around.
Yep, because Gluey CK in and of itself is a 10.
Yes.
Cowboy with old German views. Call me Kanye Western.
That's a good one. We're going to Drexler it. You were a great player. You just happen to be in the wrong era.
So then the big three is we have Gluey CK says, don't look away from the spray. Elliot Page's enlarged clitoris. Or whenever Schultz receives a call from Akash, the caller ID says scam likely.
We got this is what you call the Olympics.
Yeah,
we got a gold, we got a silver, we got a bronze, but everyone's getting a medal on this one.
Okay.
Everyone's getting a medal.
Yeah, it's what it is. Do you know who should be in jail? The fucking Mets. They blew their season. I wish the fucking Saudis would come and start publicly executing the fucking Mets. They blew their season. You know when they blew their season and what wouldn't happen if they were playing their home games in Saudi Arabia? They were the best. They had the second best record in the Major League Baseball up until a date in June.
Yeah.
And then they wound up having the fourth worst record. And do you know what the thing happened? You know what brought them down? Is they decided on Pride Night to fly the rainbow flag. Which you can't do in Saudi. And then the Mets won. But I'm telling you,
are you or are you not?
Are you or are you not, cuz? And this is the thing. This is the thing. Do you know how stinky our founding fathers?
Can I smell yours to find out where you're at? Come on. No, we're not going to do it. No.
I'll take a take away.
Cuz you got a handsome face, but a really ugly butt.
It's what it is.
Because your butt is big and white and milky.
It's what it is, right? It's got a little cellulite on the cheeks.
Cuz did you open your asshole?
I opened it wide open. I caught a little breeze. Oh, red eye. It's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like a flight to LA. Gave you the red eye.
What? Why? It just wasn't a priority. They say in the middle... They say in medieval times, like, because the kings were so focused on spending money on, like, conquering and subjugation or whatever, they just weren't focused on cleaning their butt.
It's just what it is. It wasn't a priority.
Now, women also had dirty butts, too.
What it is.
So it's like you're dealing with a double fume there.
But I'm a titty guy.
You're a titty guy.
So
anyway?
I'd be okay with the dirty butt.
Yeah, I would just, like, there probably was a lot of titty fucking going on back then.
100%.
Because as soon as a girl took off her shawl or whatever, you were like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
You were like Joe. You were like, whoa.
Yeah, it'd be one of those things where you got to just get a blowy and then come in your hand and try to throw it in the puss to procreate.
Ladder 14.
It's the only way to do it.
It's the only way to do it to avoid the fumes.
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, or you could jerk off into your hand.
Yeah, and then
stuff it in.
And then bowl it in.
Yeah.
Like Pete Weber Jr.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Kielbasa monkey with extra casing.
So is it Czechoslovakian kid?
Yep.
What is a kielbasa monkey? Like a Czech?
Polish monkey. With extra casing, meaning the kid did not get clipped.
Yeah, he didn't
get circumcised.
That's a chicken finger, no?
Yeah.
Chicken finger? Yeah.
Antonio, Dave Blunt's VO2 Max, Max Ron, and we got 6-piece for my niece. That's disgusting. Kid bangs his niece, pulled a Gandhi.
Poke a Gandhi?
He pulled a Gandhi, banged out his niece.
Oh, yeah. We call that pulling a Gandhi, yeah.
Yeah. Slim H, Dan, then we got Narc, Mormon, Father Bill filled my basement with glue, okay? Chrissy's trench foot. Yeah. Then we got used a rib condom on Helen Keller and her pussy started speaking to me.
Wow. I mean, that's going to be hard to beat. I mean, that is going to be hard to beat. What you got to do, not only do you get the catapult out for that, you roll out the red carpet for that one.
Yeah. Kid did a Braille joke.
He did a Braille joke. That might be Hall of Famer. That's going to be hard to beat. That's going to be very hard to beat. I mean, that's an all-timer right there.
Matt Lopez. Then we got 6 million frisbees and a funeral.
Okay, they don't want that one.
Sorry about that, sir.
That's right. Security, please escort this person out of the
this
store.
guy's putting his fucking arms up cheering.
Yeah, stop. I guess we found his Patreon name right there.
Carl Lindrigan, Princess Claire, Leonardo Avo, Catamite Chrissy brings peace to the Middle East. Mr. If No Means No Why Is There a Wiener in My Ass?
Drexler. Yeah,
Tampa Tony's Moon Cricket. David Green, Creatine Chrissy, Tony Miranda, Brittany Grinder, Chicken Finger.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Drexler.
Who knew frisbees weren't fireproof?
Okay, put that on. No.
Good.
No.
Not okay.
That is not okay. We cannot put that on the list.
No.
We do not support that type of humor.
Then we got
damn, is it creative?
T-Warf, Rob Christopher, Chopper. Then we got Took a Blue Chew, and it stayed Leroy Length. Okay.
We're just, there's no purpose here. Right. We're just trying to just dance, baby. That's all I want you. Life is a dance.
Yeah.
Get out there, put your best dancing shoes on, stretch out, and just go dance.
Like my dad said, I tap dance for General Clark.
That's what it is, because people get to take themselves. You know what it is, I think? You just always got to be silly, especially us who proclaim ourselves as comedians. Just be silly. When people get so serious about everything, you're losing the fun. Like I was telling you before, I yelled at my daughter today because I got too serious, when the truth is, it's like, just have fun. Just be a silly Billy Willy Millie.
You know,
that's all.
You know what also you should do too? That's a great Beamcast, and I'm going to add a Beamcast as
well.
Come on. Don't forget about all the Chinese money that Americans take, right? What about that? How come nobody's saying, why are we cherry picking outrage? What about LeBron James and the NBA taking all that money? What about the comedians that perform in China? What about that? What about what they're doing to the Uyghur Muslims? That's a genocide. Yeah. Why are we not yelling about that?
That's not okay.
How about all the people on late night that are taking money from Exxon and all these corporations? How about Gap? Gap's an official sponsor of Jimmy Kimmel Show. Gap employs slave labor. Okay? He needs to watch what he says based on that. Do you not think that there's a list of things you cannot say when you're on late night television? Because let me tell you, free speech doesn't exist when you're on late night television. How about when you perform at a college? They give you a long list of things you cannot say. Right. So let's not cherry pick outrage so much. Yes, one is cutting hands off. Yes, one puts you in jail for tweets. Yes, the other ones don't. But the Chinese do. Yeah. What about the Chinese? Are we outraged about that? David Cross, DM me. We gotta get something going about the Chinese.
It's what it is.
There's a lot of people taking Chinese money.
It's what it is, baby.
LeBron James, John Cena could tell you all about that.
Yeah.
In Mandarin. I'm so sorry.
It's what it is.
I apologize. I'm so sorry. China, I apologize that I say I was opposed. I sorry. I implied that there are two countries. I'm sorry. One China, one country. I'm sorry. What are you doing, Uyghur Muslims? You killing them all? Oh, no. I'm sorry. My John Cena. My name is John Cena. I bow down to you.
What it is?
We're leaving it in. Fine.
What is the difference between the Sunnies and the other?
The Sunnies?
The Sunnies and the shits. The Sunnies, yeah, the Sunny D's and the Sharia laws.
Are you asking what's the difference to me, or are you saying what's the difference to them? Because from my perspective, there's no difference.
Right.
It's just one big sandstorm.
Just like they would say there's no difference between the whites. Like, doesn't matter if you're Irish, Italian, French, you're just a white scum.
You're splitting hairs to me.
Got it.
You get in a cab and this guy goes, I'm Pakistani, I'm not Indian. Whoa, don't say that. I say, cuz you're in New York right now, you're all Puerto Rican.
Just shut up.
Yeah.
Are you a Sunny D or a Sharia? If you're listening to this and you get pulled over in the New York City area, right now, if you get pulled over, you give that police officer the license and you say, hey, fuck Mom Donnie.
Yeah,
and you're done. Because they do not want Mom Donnie.
You just go, officer, I totally understand I was speeding. I got to tell you, it is a shame what they're doing to you people down there. It's horrible. You just
horrible.
Listen, yeah. We're voting, just so you know, we're voting. I don't care. You can give me the ticket, but what you guys have to go through down there is unbelievable. I mean, the morale must be down. We're rooting for you.
Yeah.
That's what you do, because then they know, this is one of the good guys.
Yeah, you tell them the truth. You say, listen, I vote red, but I support the blue. And you give them a pound. They're the blue.
You got to give them a pound and let them know. And one thing is wild, that New York City is in bad shape when a bunch of Italians are walking around New York City going, yo, Adams better win. Yeah. I mean, there's Italian kids going, yo, Eric Adams. Yeah. I'll tell you what, Adams doesn't win. I never think about it. You got only Italians go, yo, Adams doesn't win, we're fucked.
Yeah. If you're listening to this and you get pulled over...
That's what Hitler didn't understand, because Hitler had never himself been to the USA. He'd never been to New York City. If the kid took one trip to New York City, it could have maybe stopped this whole thing.
Yeah.
The problem was all he was doing was building it off photos and propaganda. He never actually set 2 feet in the boroughs.
No.
He never went on a cyclone.
No.
If the kid went to Coney Island and got himself at Nathan's Frankfurter, it might have all changed because he would have been an immigrant. He would have put his feet swiftly and sternly in Ridgewood and got himself a Joe and John's?
Oh my God, slice? Or what if he would have just had a bagel? He would have said, you know what? The Jewish kids know how to make bagels. I mean, an everything bag with a little schmear. I mean, these people are not that bad.
It's because people they can't make it in New York or they've never been to New York. So then they just turn sour.
That's what it is. And now here's the issue is that
plus he could have went to all the gay clubs he wanted in the Village and got his nuts stomped on. He got it out. Nobody would have judged him.
You know how many blonde hair, blue-eyed hotties we have in New York?
Yeah, you know how many grannies there were in the Village that would have stuffed his mouth full of
You know that Nazis actually landed.
It was actually 8, but 4 in New York.
4 in New York.
Yeah.
8.
4 more in Florida.
Oh, I didn't realize they went down to Florida.
Which is ironic because they were Germans and they basically did the snowbird invasion.
Yeah.
They went to New York and they went to Florida. They took the same route as elderly Jews. That's what Hitler didn't understand because we're focused on cleaning their butt.
It's just what it is. It wasn't a priority.
Now, women also had dirty butts too.
What it is.
So it's like you're dealing with a double fume there.
But I'm a titty guy.
You're a titty guy.
So I'd be okay with the dirty butt.
There probably was a lot of titty going on back then.
100%.
Because as soon as a girl took off her shawl or whatever, you were like, whoa.
Yeah, it'd be one of those things where you got to just get a blowy and then come in your hand and try to throw it in the puss to procreate.
Ladder 14.
It's the only way to do it.
It's the only way to do it to avoid the fumes.
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, or you could jerk off into your hand and
then
stuff it in.
And bowl it in.
Yeah.
Like Pete Weber Jr.
Yes. Just we're focused on cleaning their butt.
It's many guys who wear their watch on the right.
Yeah.
Most guys wear it on the left, but I like you with it on the right.
That is a great segue into what I'm about to say. Only someone who's got a woman's brain would notice that.
Yeah.
If you came in with your watch around your ass or around your neck, I wouldn't notice.
Because if I came in with my watch around my ass, you would notice something on the face of the watch, and that would be a wart.
It would be around the wart because the wart would be holding it up.
Because I've never had sex, but I do just get an anal wart that pops out every once in a while, and what I do is I tie a string around it, and I tie it to the doorknob, and then I just have one of my kids close the door, and it rips the wart out, and I bleed a little bit, and I throw a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah.
Ridgewood Frontier Medicine. I'll just and it's what you call getting the family involved.
Yeah.
In health.
Yeah.
You don't meet many guys who wear their watch.
For some reason, one of the most entertaining parts of history is World War II. Yes. I mean, when you talk about ratings in history, I mean, the History Channel lived off of Nazis.
Oh, my God.
Well, I don't know why they're so cool, but I think it really had to do a lot with the boss uniform.
Anytime Netflix or any of these companies don't have content, you just go back and you just find another colorized video and you just make a whole 19 episodes about the same battle we've seen 100 times, but now it's just a little bit more color.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next series should be a little bit more World War II in color.
Yeah, I mean, World War II and the Nazis is basically like the Fast and Furious franchise.
It's what it is,
we just keep making the hits.
Yeah. And just like in the Fast and the Furious, just like in World War II, the Asians lose.
For some reason, one of the most Hitler didn't understand.
Yeah.
You need Jews, right? Because they complain.
Right.
They get impatient.
Right.
They get hot.
Right.
They get neurotic. That inspires you to create new things.
Okay.
Nothing gets better if you don't got Jewish complainers around.
Got it.
Everyone's just happy. You ever go to like a waspy restaurant in Connecticut? The food is gross.
Right.
Because you need Jews complaining. You need Jews writing reviews.
Right.
You need Jews telling you how this line is too long. So when you were on that trip back in the day and it took 6 weeks to get there, everyone was just like, we accept this. We're Puritans.
Yeah.
This is what Jesus wanted us to do. We're here to suffer because he suffered. And the Jews are going, ugh. Are you crazy? This is taking too long. Why don't the fans work here? Oh my God. Why are we doing these choppy scenes? There's got to be a better way.
Right.
Why is this line so long for the latrine? Oh my God. They need to open up more stalls.
Right.
This is crazy. Maureen, come in here. This food is disgusting. It's hot. It's warm.
So that's why.
And that inspires people to create things and to get better. You need a tribe of Jews in your polis, your city-state, your empire just to complain. Because otherwise you just get too comfortable. Because the rest of us are just okay, and Jews are always just not okay. They go to Florida and they go, it's too hot, but you came here because it was too cold, and they go, I know, it's always bad. Right. This is the thing Hitler didn't understand.
Toilet paper was not commercially produced until 1850, folks.
Crazy to think that it was only 1850 that somebody walked around with a 92% clean ass.
Do you know how stinky our founding fathers...
Can I smell yours to find out where you're at? Come on. No, we're not going to do it. No. I'll take a... Take a whiff. Because... you got a handsome face, but a really ugly butt.
It's what it is.
Because your butt is big and white and milky.
It's what it is, right? It's got a little cellulite on the cheeks.
Because did you open your asshole?
I opened it wide open.
It's what it is.
Toilet paper was not commercially...
Everyone's always worried about autistic kids. They go, autism's on the rise. No. Autism is just humans evolving in real time to live in the AI age. Stop worrying about the autistic kids. They're adapting quite well.
Quite well.
We're the ones that are going to go.
Yeah.
Autistic kids are going to have relationships with computers.
100% every time. And I know that this is true because when I was a physical therapist, pediatric physical therapist, every child with autism, when I have to take to the bathroom to wipe their butts, their assholes always look like a USB port.
And why is that, you think?
I don't know, but it's something I noticed. Yeah. I would have to, help them, if they can't clean themselves, so I would just say, these kids are just like a USB port. A couple of times I would just have to charge up the phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's always worried about autistic
what
kids.
What a cigarette really is it's a penis. That's what it kind of looks like. That's what it symbolizes. The penis symbolizes power. So you want to give women penises.
And put them in their mouth.
And the way you give women penises is you give them cigarettes.
Yeah.
Now you could do it in a different way.
Yeah.
Now you could just cut off a piece of your ass and you can make yourself a penis.
You can cut yours off and hand it to them.
Yeah, now Edward Bernays would have to have a different marketing technique because if you want to give women penises, you don't need to do it with cigarettes.
Yeah, his uncle thought that women all had penis envy and they all secretly, unconsciously wanted penises.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a teacher in my daughter's school who's just a woman with a penis. And then my daughter came home and said, what, that's okay, right? I said, yeah, just look at your uncle.
Well, and
then I just showed her a video of Maurice at That's It. I said, that's Daddy's work friend. Look at him. That's a woman with a penis. Everybody's okay, honey. What a cigarette really is.
Even you took Ozempic, you pig.
I tried it for a month. I did.
What didn't you like about it?
Look, I think you have to be considerably overweight for it to really have an effect. You know what I mean? I was trying to lose 5 or 6 pounds.
Right.
You took Ozempic to lose 5 pounds.
Because I couldn't do it. I kept eating hoagies. I kept eating hoagies.
I just want to trim down. You took Ozempic. You couldn't lift your body off the couch and just do 15 minutes on a treadmill for 5 pounds?
Why?
6 pounds is a week away.
Why? Yeah. Shoot it in me.
Dude, you could skip 2 meals and lose 5 pounds.
I didn't want to skip 2 meals. What I didn't want was to have the urge to eat those 2 meals. I wanted that urge to go away.
It didn't work?
I'm going to join a gym in Austin for 2 reasons. I want to be able to walk without sweating to death in 100-degree heat.
Yeah.
So I'm going to join a gym where I can walk inside and just get steps in. And then I'm going to go and for the steam room to sweat out the booze.
Yeah, to get guys in there.
Yeah, to suck off the
Even you took Ozempic, you pig.